Hey, we're the Flickchicks. I'm Ann.
And I'm Monica, and this is the episode where we pop
to the top, shake it down, get in the We're so fake. We don't say that.
I thought we could have done it if I really wanted to, but I just forgot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you couldn't already tell, in this episode we are going to be talking about Disney Channel original movies, and not just that was not planned, by the way.
We're just in sync like that.
Yeah. Not just the musical ones, just any Disney Channel movie. In general, we're gonna do a little discussion about that. We are not Disney. Well,
arguable, but
Disney Channel movie enthusiasts.
Yes, we are.
Because there is a difference between the Disney
actually.
Channel
I must say,
movies.
I have fallen off after a while. But
yeah, see, I was talking to someone about this the other day, and there's definitely I was looking at the list of all the Disney Channel original movies, and all of the movies from, I want to say 2007 to 2011 are the ones that I watched, and then anything on either side of those, it just depends. It depends on whether I just was into it or not.
I literally agree with you. It's
there's the old ones I watched more of than the new ones, because those are the ones that used to play when we were kids.
Reruns.
But now I've watched 2 of the newer ones, I think.
Yeah, I haven't even watched The Descendants completely.
I watched the first one. I haven't seen any.
I've seen the second one because Emily made me watch it.
I heard the first one's not bad.
No,
if I was a kid, I would be obsessed. I've seen
it because I've seen it in commentaries and so much stuff that I've basically seen the first movie. But the second movie I watched the whole way through.
The first movie is pretty good. Like I said, if I was 9, I would be living for it.
I'm not one of those delusion people who come in going is this going to be a masterpiece? It's no, it's going to be fun.
It's not for me. It's for tweens.
Exactly. So
anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about today.
I feel hot take. I'm just going to say right now, I think our era was the best era.
100%.
Literally
iconic. We're going to get into it when we talk about our favorites, but
yeah. I think ours were iconic.
The quality was immaculate.
Everyone else before that, I'm sorry, I felt the older ones, I tried to watch a couple of them. I find them pretty boring.
I think the problem is the older ones. There's so many older ones that I've never even heard of before. I was looking through the list and I'm what is this? And I click on it and it's a horse movie. I'm there's only a couple of super iconic ones that come before 2005. I think
that's what I feel, and I feel a lot of them were kind of slow. Definitely didn't have no music, which I'm
exactly. I think our era was the music.
It was.
Era. That's why it was the best one.
Yeah.
So
they were music. Soundtrack money is double the movie money, exactly. And that's how it works.
Exactly. Kids like to sing nowadays. So we're going to be talking about our favorites. We have different categories that we're going to go through. But first, I think we need to introduce today's special guest.
It's Gaby.
Hello. Gaby, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
On this fine evening. Oh, we forgot to mention, this is our first in-person episode.
Oh, yes.
Since, what was our last one? I think it was...
in March
what was our last... Was it, our La La Land episode?
Are you serious? No.
I don't remember.
No way.
It was a while ago.
You might be right.
That's how long ago it was. I don't even remember. When was our last in-person episode? We've been filming it from remote locations since then. But now we're in person. So yeah, I'm looking at Anne's face. It's nice.
Yeah,
and Gaby's face. Gaby's here too.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just jump right into it. Yes. We'll go category by category and say which one is our favorite Disney Channel original movie in each category.
Yes.
So yeah, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first category I have here is best soundtrack, which is I think is pretty cutthroat.
Yes.
I know for a fact none of us have the same one.
I don't know.
I think
I might Monica and I have.
No, I was gonna say I think I have the same one as Gaby.
Really?
Or maybe not. It depends. Well, anyway.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I'm scared.
It was hard because there's so many.
I love all the music is. But for me, what made me determine is which one had the most bangers.
That's true.
And I'm going with High School Musical 2.
Absolutely not.
Are you kidding?
I understand. I was debating.
It has, what time is it? Everyone sings that.
Every has hit after hit.
Yes. You have Fabulous. You got work it out. You Are the Music in Me. I don't dance. Come on, y'all.
That was a good one.
I don't dance like the best Disney.
Gotta go my own way. Every person who ever thought they'd been through a great breakup and 12 years old.
I was about to start singing, and I was about to start singing the wrong one. I was about to sing
probably one of my favorite songs of all DCOM bet on it. Like I love that song.
Yeah. You can like it's a solid song. Like,
it's good.
Very solid.
It's good. It's good.
Okay, I understand your choice,
Mm-hmm.
but like I think it's wrong.
Well, I think if it was a money game, I would definitely win. That's all I gotta say.
Ooh.
We'll see. Okay,
Gabby,
go
you
on.
want to go next?
Okay, I went with Cheetah Girls 2.
I picked Cheetah Girls 2.
No way!
Just I'm not gonna listen, it'll make more sense once you hear my other categories, but like I just thought in terms of like music, like in terms I know what you mean when you say, oh, you picked like which song like had the most bangers. My personal criteria was like which songs I would actually listen to unironically, like like I would put it on my playlist.
I have no shame, so I listen.
Oh no, I don't have any shit. Like I would fully blast bet on it, but like in the back of my mind, I'd be like, this is funny. Like I'm playing a High School Musical 2, but I would legitimately like put on Cheetah Girls 2 at a party, kind of. You know what I mean? Like if I was in a big group of people, I'd be like, let's listen to what's that song? Strut like you mean it.
Yeah. When they're walking through Barcelona.
Oh yeah. And all the So that's what
even
I picked.
like even their slow songs, like the one that was that lullaby, like that one.
Oh, that's
That
like my
one's
childhood.
good. Like
Yeah.
I just
Well,
feel
I just
like
said
yours
why
is.
I
I feel like the only reason why I would knock off points. It's a great one. I'm glad that you picked the second one out of like.
No, not the first.
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been the first.
The first one has like 2 songs.
Yeah, but I just feel like it's not gonna. It doesn't like rile the people up. I get your point though, where you're like, I would listen to it unironically. Yeah, I get that, but I still don't think it would get the people riled up like another soundtrack. And I feel like there are other soundtracks that I would listen to unironically, and there are
That's
many
true.
of them.
I think I want like more of an objective.
Yeah.
Like, is it my favorite? Maybe not, but I think it's like I think it's the best one.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Yeah, I think it's because I didn't listen to the Cheetah Girls that much when I was a kid. But I had to be, judge it based on that.
I like the ending song. Cheetahs.
Oh, Amigos
Friends
Cheetahs.
for life.
I don't know the words.
That song.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I had a feeling I was gonna pick the same one as Gabby because when I was like listening to it after, I was like, okay, fine. Yeah. I'm gonna pick Cheetah Girls too. Okay, that's our first category. Do you have any honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions?
I was gonna say Camp Rock. I think that's a
good one.
Lemonade Mouth.
I think Lemonade Mouth,
yes,
bruh.
solid.
Like
every time gone. That's one I would also listen to unironically. Like
yeah, that's what I was saying. I do. I have songs on my phone, so I'm like, that's probably the unironic. Like I'm like, this is music. Like, what do you want from music?
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we can move on to the next category, which is best couple.
Ooh, I'm gonna say this is the one I had the hardest time with because
me too. Because the Disney couples are just
they're not that good.
A lot. I thought there was gonna be more, but there wasn't that many to pick from.
And they're not like they don't really develop them that well.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of just like
mine is kind of like the only like. I guess I'll go first since I'm already talking about it. But I picked Dylan and Josh from Geek Charming.
That's a good one
because it's one of the only ones where the whole point of the story is basically like their romance. So you really get to see them like develop. As a couple. Listen. I know there's some next shit
controversy
with the couple in real life. Mm-hmm. I am aware of that, and we are pretending that that's not part of the conversation right now.
We're separating
because them as a couple in real life is a different story. Mm-hmm. But in the movie, I just like how they actually like. Got to like learn more about each other, and they actually like had an impact on each other.
Yeah,
like, he made her more down to earth. Not made her more, but like brought it out. Yeah. And then she also like added a little spice to it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
No, I agree.
It's a really good couple. You know,
they were definitely one of the most developed couples.
That's what I was saying. So I was looking at the movies. I'm like, this is the only one where I actually feel like I was like had a thing with the couple where I was actually knew what was going on with that couple. The other one's kind of like a little extra background.
It's just like a little
add a little something.
I would say that was the one I was debating, but I actually went with Mitchie and Shane from Camp Rock.
Really?
Only because from the first movie, I liked their banter and that was it. They're not a good couple. They're probably not going to stay together at all. But I don't feel strongly about any of the Disney couples that I'm just like. This one's like one I enjoyed watching. Like I don't feel any strong feelings. Like I'm just like and they sing really well together. So that's
basically you guys aren't gonna like mine.
What is it?
We're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
Why?
I picked like from Jump In, like the main guy is.
That's a really good couple.
I always forget the other girl's name, but like
Mary.
Mary. Yeah.
No, that's
I thought they were like so interesting.
They were cute.
Because like they start off like not getting along.
Enemies to lovers.
Yes.
Let's go. No, they're actually like childhood friends, but like
I agree with you, but I put them spoiler in another category, so that's why. But I think it's a good couple.
I get that.
They were cute. I watched Jump In yesterday.
I watched Jump In like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
it's a good.
It's a really good
solid.
Movie.
Yeah, I mean, I would put them as my honorable mention.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any other honorable mentions.
I
don't
don't
know if I
think
like Disney couples like that.
No, because like I feel like everyone would just like default like be like Troy and Gabrielle because they're just around.
I really like Troy and
but
Gabrielle
they don't. They're just like there. Like I don't feel any. But I really don't feel any ways about the
Every
couples.
time I think of Troy and Gabrielle, I think of High School Musical too. How like people like on Twitter are talking about how like Gabriella like basically destroyed Troy's chances of like getting ahead.
I don't like that theory.
Yo.
I don't like that. Everyone's saying like, oh, Gabrielle or Sharpay was the real star of the movie. Like she was so like she deserved everything. I'm like she was manipulating the bully. Like she was too much.
I'm just talking about the fact that like Gabriella kept complaining like, oh, Troy doesn't spend enough time with me. Meanwhile, he's like playing with like college basketball stars, like getting ahead for his college career.
I don't think that's her fault. She didn't sign up to be with a college basketball star at age 16.
Also, he didn't have to be such an asshole.
Yeah,
he could have been nice.
Because also I don't
and kept his plan.
Because when she was hanging out with the other guys and like she was hanging out with Ryan, Troy was all like, "You didn't answer my calls," and I was like, "Shut up!" Like you wasn't answering your calls.
You didn't have to be such an asshole about it. You know what I mean?
He was just being annoying.
I think people that are trying to make Sharpay like the victim or whatever are just trying to pit women against each other.
Crazy to me.
But also, Sharpay is literally like she was like sabotaging Gabriella.
He is not a victim.
No,
because I would give her more credit if she was just messing with Troy, like giving stuff to Troy, but she was also deliberately making sure everyone else could not be involved.
Exactly.
Like she's like the dinner staff. But
she messed up. Yeah, literally they all wanted to be in the talent show, and she
like,
she messed it up for everybody and like canceled their performance. Like she's just a rude girl. Yeah. Anyways, this is off topic.
Ranting about.
Point is, there's not a lot of good Disney couples.
No, there are not. Yeah. I think I agree with yours.
You know what? Actually, I have another honorable mention.
What?
But I don't think either of you watched the movie. But freaking, what's her name? Mal from Descendants, and the guy, the Prince, whatever.
They're actually cute.
Prince, cute. What's his name?
Prince Charming.
Eric. Eric. I think that's his name. No. That's
Prince
Ariel.
What's
his name?
I haven't watched Descendants, so I'm
like the dude and the guy
and her man or whatever.
Beast.
Son. Beauty and the Beast. It's Beauty and the Beast's son. I forgot his name.
I don't remember his name.
It's some next like name.
They're probably the best one, honestly.
They're pretty solid because that is like it's like star-crossed lovers. Yes. It gives me everything, you know. They're like villain and hero, and it's like, you know what I mean. It makes sense. That would be like either by contender for number one. I still like Dylan and Josh though. So I would fully watch.
I like Dylan and Josh better than mine. I told you this category. Like,
okay, wait. I need to find out what his name is because it's bothering me. I feel like it's some. What?
Prince Andrew.
Ben. No, I knew it was some next like basic white name.
You guys have the B right.
Well, I thought it was Eric.
I said Eric first. I said
no because his dad's name. Because all of their names have to do with the character parents, they're born from. So like her name's Mal because she's Maleficent's daughter. Anyways, they're also very cute. If you haven't watched Descendants, you should. It's actually a pretty good movie. Anyway, so next category is best plot.
Ooh, can I go?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's your turn to go first.
I put Get a Clue.
I was thinking of putting Get a Clue.
I have never seen that movie.
You've never seen Get a Clue with Lindsay Lohan?
No.
It's like the mystery where like they like solve a
like one of their teachers
murder.
like fakes his death, and they like they're trying to solve his murder, and they find out that he faked his death and he's not actually dead.
And it's like the whole it's super good. It's like super like 2000. There's 2000. Like it's like the year 2000. No, I think it's like the year 2000. But it's like that Y2K kind of like vibe. Like they all have like super cool clothes, and it's like. "Quote unquote" technology.
She's like, I haven't seen
that's my
childhood. She's like, I'm pretty sure she's like a rich kid too.
She's like a super rich kid, but then like her like man ends up being like this like just like average, not rich dude who like teaches her how to use the subway and stuff like that. And it's in like New York City. That's like besides the plot, but it's like a mystery. They like try to solve this like mystery or whatever.
No, I've never seen it.
There's like money embezzling and like money laundering.
It's
good. It's
honestly,
good.
if I saw it on TV now, I wouldn't think that it was like a Disney movie.
No, it's actually a really good movie. It's really good. I was considering putting that one, but then I had to pick a different one instead. But that's a really solid, good one. It's good.
Sounds interesting.
It's really cute. Okay, and you can go next.
Mine is, I don't think you would have guessed this one, but when I saw it, I was like, I have to. Because it touched Twitches. I was such a huge fan of them. I thought it was so cool that they were like twins when they grew up in different environments.
Oh, I forgot about that they like didn't know each other at
Yeah,
first.
they didn't.
She was like, one of them was rich and the other one was just like
and then and one of them would like write the stories and the other one would draw them.
Yeah.
I thought it was so
that's
sick.
so cool. Wow, see now I feel like my choice is late.
No, I thought it was like so sick. I almost forgot it was a Disney movie for a second. Like, I thought it was,
right.
Because it played every Halloween. And also, I think I just want to say not just the Twitches, the first movie, but I feel like they had 3. So it all like
wait, they had 3.
Yeah,
I didn't know there was a third one.
And they all, bruh, the third one, Daddy is alive.
Wait, I haven't watched them in a long time, so I don't remember.
The second one is when they see like the shadow, and I think it's their dad, ends up being like the bad guy, but technically still their dad is like alive too.
Yes,
and
that's
right
no, but the third one is the dad. The second one, they
they
go there.
Do you get
what I'm saying? Like in the first one, they just discovered their powers and stuff. Second one, they actually go to the land where they're from, and third one, they're like, "Yo, our dad's alive." In the second one, they go to college, and then the last one, they're
college.
Like,
in the second one?
Yeah.
I do not remember that. I haven't watched it in a really long time.
Anytime you watch it.
I think my choices are gonna sound so basic, but that's just because these
let
are the
me
ones
triple double check my facts though, but
that there's the third one.
I don't think because you guys are like no, and I'm like
I've never heard of a third one. Twitches 3.
Oh no, Twitches 3 still has a chance.
This girl really made up a third movie.
Bruh,
wait, someone said Tamara Mowry teases Twitches 3 film with Chloe and Halle. I would watch that. That's a good one.
Bruh, maybe that's what I heard and I just
I was like, I swear there's not a
so
third
violent. The second one,
we meet the dad in the second one.
Second one, they go to college and they also meet the dad.
So wait, is your favorite, is your best plot? Does it go to the first one or the second one? That's important. Because personally, I would say the second one. I love this.
I think the second one really shook me to my core. I was
the second one had some like horror.
But I the first one had to walk so the second one could run, you know? So I just did the whole thing though. But yeah, second one has a more interesting plot.
Right.
But I still think the first one I was like, dang, these girls are sisters really
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So mine is not exciting, super lame, but I just picked Camp Rock for best
Really?
Because listen, if you really think about it,
yeah.
Imagine being a kid, right, that's never been to summer camp and watching this, where she goes to like a music camp where everyone's super talented, and then these celebrities go to music camp, and then she falls in love with a celebrity. Like that's such a good plot.
Sounds like a Wattpad story.
Exactly, and it's so good, right? And it's like I don't know. I just think the plot itself, it's like one of those movies where there's no like boring parts. Like there's like it has everything. There's like the mean girl. There's like the like there's the, whatever his name is. For Nick and Kevin, they're doing the little antics, and then like
Wait, which one is it? Is it Kevin or Nick that goes like, "Meet back at Birdhouse"?
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin. He's always asking. I forgot they're not really in the first one.
Kevin is like dumb.
He's super dumb.
Stupid. Yeah.
And like I don't know. I think if you want to talk about the acting, and the acting was not great, but I mean in terms of like the plot itself, I just think it's a super exciting like movie to watch.
I agree with you.
The part like the whole plot like subplot of her where she like lies about how rich she is or whatever. I think that's super realistic.
Yeah.
Like kids that age do that all the time. Where they're like, oh my god, yeah, my mom's super rich. Like I think that's. I mean, I grew up with people like that, so I mean, I remember. But like, I just think as a plot, like you don't think of it when you think of best plot, but it's one of those movies where you can just sit and watch the whole thing and not be like, okay, this is getting boring. Like it's
I agree.
Things are always happening, you know. So
I think it was
their plot twist at the end. Margaret Dupree, like hello.
That was good. I definitely think Camp Rock had a really good plot. I think that was kind of what I was missing in Camp Rock 2. Like I thought like
it had a little bit of a low point.
Yeah,
like, okay, this is getting boring. Just I want to get to the final jam or whatever.
Because I was like, the goal here is not as like clear versus in the first one. I was like,
in the first one, like there was like plot twists. There was things happening. You're like, oh my god, I didn't expect with the bracelet. How she like hit the bracelet. Like
I never saw that coming.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you don't think when you think of best plot, you don't think of Camp Rock. But if you actually think about it, like the plot is pretty solid.
No, it was very interesting. Because everyone expected when she saw Mitchie's books of songs and realized that it was the song, everyone expects her to take that song and say she was the girl. Because that would be the natural thing to do, to be like, this is my song, this is real. Because she could rip up the book and, like, call it a day.
Exactly.
But she didn't. She was like, nah, that's why Tess is smart.
Tess was mean, but she was smart.
She was smart.
She knew that like if she sung it, he could probably tell that it wasn't
Yeah,
her voice.
exactly.
But he'd be like, "Why are you singing a song though if it's not your?" Like,
yes,
exactly.
I feel like she's smart.
Plot twist.
Yeah, it was good.
Stakes.
No, I don't think it's a bad. Don't like feel bad about it.
I just feel like my choices are all basic, but like it's because they're good.
Yeah.
Can I just say I'm glad none of you picked High School Musical for best plot?
What?
I don't really like the first High School.
The first one,
Musical.
if it would anything, it would be like the sequels, but still not best plot.
No,
yeah.
no.
Good.
I don't think anyone has ever argued that.
That it was the best plot.
I think everyone argues for music. I don't know about the actual story.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not the best. The first one, especially, I don't really like
No.
the first one that much.
I don't watch the first one like ever.
No,
I'm
I
like,
watch the second one all
sorry.
the time.
Yeah.
Okay, any other what was I gonna say? Honorable mentions
I
for best
almost
plot.
put Wendy Wu Homecoming.
Me too.
Warrior.
My three that I was picking between was Get a Clue, Wendy Wu, and Get a Clue, Wendy Wu, and Camp Rock.
Yeah, no, I almost
Wendy
put
Wu
that
is a
one.
good one.
Because I thought it was really interesting.
The whole thing about her like learning all there's like the crane,
Yeah.
the dragon. I don't remember all the different
lot of
animals,
it.
but all of those things like each of the little spirits that she was learning.
And I love that they touched upon like how
History.
immigrants have tried to like assimilate, so they let it go. And her dad felt bad about not teaching her Asian culture. And I thought
Can
that
I
was
just
really cool.
say honorable mention to Halloween Town, like the third one when
Halloween Town High. We were talking about this the other day about which Halloween Town movie is the best, and I'm like, I only like the third one.
The third one.
You know what? That's a hot take because a lot of people hate it. Like the people,
The Halloween Town High.
the people who grew up with Halloween Town
Wow.
are mad about the third one
I
because
love
they're like,
the third one.
so did I.
It's the coolest one where they have the lair inside the locker.
Right, if you go on the internet, people like who grew up like Halloween Town was the first thing they saw.
Oh, yeah,
whatever,
we were,
they
like,
are
born.
so mad because they like the first girl and stuff like that.
No, the third one isn't the new girl. It's the
fourth
same girl.
one.
They're talking about the fourth
one. Is
one.
the new girl when she's in like university.
It's still the same girl, but
Oh my gosh, I can't do these.
Girl, I was confused. I'm like, why would people be so mad at the
No,
third
they're
one?
mad at what's the third
The
one?
fourth. It's when
the
they're in
fourth
high
one is the
school.
one with like Sarah Paxton. Like,
Oh.
the new
The fourth one is the one where they're in university and it's the new girl, but I like the third one, which is Halloween Town High,
Okay.
where they're in the high
what's-
school.
You know
Yes.
what's funny though? Like the fourth one with the new girl, I feel like if they had kept the same girl, the movie would have been really good.
Oh,
I literally
The story
don't
itself-
think the fourth one's that bad. Like people like hate it. I'm like
The
maybe you
story
hate the
itself
girl,
is, like,
but
good,
you know.
because you go back in time and you see like her grandmother like when she was young and
I haven't never watched the fourth one.
Oh really? No, I thought it was pretty good.
I'm telling you, the only one I've seen is the third one.
Third
It's
one?
The only one. I think I've watched the first
I think the
one.
second one sucks. I just remember
the
being
second one is the
It's so
worst.
boring.
it was
one.
like, what am I watching?
Like I definitely watched all of them, but the only one I remember is the third one because I just remember thinking the locker
Things,
little like
yeah.
lounge that they had was so cool, but also it was like there was some plot twists in that one. With,
Yeah.
like, the night suit
Yes.
ended up being like there was somebody in it.
Yeah, that was so scary.
Okay. Anyways.
Oh, and it was
Chills.
the like haunted house, and it was like not haunted, and then it became
Haunted.
haunted.
Yeah. No, that was a good one.
That's a good one.
Okay.
4 Halloween Towns.
Yeah, like right.
How am I mixing all these things up? Okay.
This girl thought there was 3 Twitches.
I
was
really
like, you
did.
had me really questioning.
I was like, bruh, there was so much plot. There must have been.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so the next category is best characters / actors. So it can be characters and actors or either one. It doesn't really matter.
So I'll go first because mine's kind of spoiled. I put Jump In this category because I felt that Izzy as a character was like really good. His whole like really helping Rodney like behind the scenes, like him going back and giving him his clothes. That's so sweet. I thought him and Mary's interaction was really cute, like him teasing her. And I love Keke Palmer, like she's our queen now.
The best.
Corbin Bleu, he's cool. And I love that Rodney was a good character too. He ended up being the narrator, and it was like it was
I
full
like
circle.
that.
I
That
love
was
that.
nice.
You know what? The acting in that movie is
Actually
It
good.
is, yeah.
Yes. So I was like, these are the best. These characters, like I actually feel like I know them. Like I know what their
It
motivations
feels very
are.
like homey. It feels
Yes.
very like you really know their. It reminds me. It gives me the same vibes, even though it's like the same actress as like Akila and the Bee.
Yes,
It
exactly.
gives me those same kind of like homey vibes.
And it's like you know people who could actually be like that. Like I feel like a lot of times I'm like the motivations that these people have. I'm like, well, like I don't know if that would really happen. But in Jump In, I felt like each character was really well formed and it was like really good. Plus the actors, like I said, are
makes sense.
pretty cool. So yeah,
I
that's
agree.
mine.
Gabby, what's yours?
I put Lemonade Mouth.
Me too.
Oh!
I put, okay, you go first. You explain.
I don't know. I just think it's like they're all so different and
Yes.
they work so well together.
They do.
Like when I was watching it for the first time, I still remember this. I was like,
We love to see it.
they're gonna have like a big fight and it's gonna end with like they were never together again. even though the beginning starts with them at a big concert, I was just like,
I was like, why would you think they
Okay, I guess I'm going with it.
I thought it'd be like, it would fast forward to them at the concert and then something would go wrong and they'd be like, yeah, no, we're not Lemonade Mouth anymore or something like that. I didn't think they would work.
Yeah.
And I like, you know what I like a lot about that movie? Like, I know I'm not talking about the characters anymore, but like, you know how, I always forget their names. The drummer really liked Mo, and then he doesn't end up with her.
Mo is the drummer. No, Charlie's the drummer, and he likes Mo. You're right. Yeah. And they didn't end up together? No, I was upset about that.
But like I was gonna say, I think like the characters have a lot of depth.
They do.
For a Disney movie. Like you had Olivia, whose dad was in prison, and then you had what's his name? The dude from Zeke and Luther. I forgot his name. Wen, who's like dealing with his dad's girlfriend, and then you had the other guy who's like has to live in the shadow of his older brother. Yeah, Charlie. And then you had Mo, who's dealing with like super strict parents. Like it's super realistic.
And then Stella feels
oh my god, I forgot about Stella. Yeah, Stella feels like
underappreciated or
she's like a social justice warrior type of person, and I just feel like that's super realistic, and like they all have like you said, they're so different, and like they still work together, and it shows. Like, you know, whenever you have like a ragtag group of kids, they always like over exaggerate each person. Like, oh, this girl's like this guy's a jock. This girl's like a princess or whatever. But it's really not that at all. Like, they're actually different in ways that would make sense. The actors are super good too. Like Bridget Mendler, I don't know, she was just in a lot of Disney things, so it's kind of hard to like really get into her, but I really liked her in this character. She
didn't wear makeup for the role, and I was really into, like, I was like, that's like one of the first times they really went for the shy girl look.
It makes sense.
A lot of times they like get the prettiest actress, she's still wearing like and then really nice makeup, and then put glasses on her and she'll be fine. Exactly. But Bridget, they were like, we're gonna commit to it, like be really barefaced.
Yeah, and I liked how all the characters like actually grew a lot throughout the movie. Like Mo like broke out of her shell, and then like Stella was I haven't watched the movie in a while, but you know what I mean. Like they actually grew, and I felt like it gave me also that homey vibe where I'm like I wanted to see them succeed, you know?
Going back to like I think you said about like jocks and like princesses, I'm glad they didn't pick like any popular people. They were all outcasts.
Exactly. Yeah. But they were outcasts, but they weren't like losers. Yeah, like they had like friends, people, like, but they were just kind of people.
Usually it'll be like outcasts and like one popular person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, and then the movie kind of revolves around like that popular person and like their friends.
And I like that Mo had like a popular boyfriend, but that didn't immediately extend to her, because I feel like that was realistic. Like I'm like in high school, like just because you date, like you could have a guy who's in the same class as you and that's how you meet, but it's not like you're immediately gonna be like, oh, now you're in the popular group and you're gonna ditch all your friends. Like that's
exactly. That's what I'm saying. I felt like their personalities were really realistic. Like they weren't all like you said, there wasn't like that one popular girl who's like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm hanging out with you losers. Like they were all just kind of like, they're all dealing with their own stuff, like their own personal lives, and then they all just come together.
And even the villains, I was like, I get why they're kind of pissed. Like, you kind of understand. But it's like, sometimes it's like super unmotivated, but this time it was like, you know, it seemed more realistic in terms of
that's why I thought I agree with Gabby. I put that as the best characters / actors because they were both really good. Any honorable mentions?
I don't think I put anything for best characters or actors.
Honestly, I can't really think of anything specific. Like, I can't really think of a movie where the characters really stand out. Yeah. But, like, Lemonade Mouth is, like, one of them.
I'm trying to think, like, is there one where the characters really stand out?
I'm sure there's, like, older ones that could probably fit in this category that I haven't seen. That's what I'm going to say. Maybe, yeah. Because I feel like I would say that characters started getting a little bit more unrelatable with the musical, because you kind of it's like a toss up. It's like you either want really good music or you want character development. Like they feel like they have to toss it up. Exactly. Which isn't true, but that's just the way it kind of goes. Yeah. So.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go back. I just thought of something.
What?
For best soundtrack, like an honorable mention. Do you remember Minutemen?
Oh, it had a good soundtrack. It was a good sound. I think the best soundtrack where they don't actually sing in the movie is in like actual soundtrack where it's like the music they play. Like they had early 2000s. Whoa. If you did you have a childhood, or did you wait? What am I trying to say? Did you sing Like Whoa on the Disney karaoke whatever on the Wii, or did you not have a childhood?
I love that.
I feel like everyone that had that game, like, you know, this Disney Sing It. That's Disney the game. Everyone used to sing Like Whoa.
That song is
and also that one by Corbin Bleu, right? Doesn't he sing a song in Minutemen?
I wouldn't know. I don't remember.
What is it called? It's that one.
I only know the one he sings in Jump In.
No, he sang a song for it. I'm fairly certain. Wait, I'm looking it up.
Corbin Bleu does push it. push it to the limit.
That was a good one.
No, but he had
another
another
one. He had another one. Did you not? Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm stressed out right now.
Okay, but I don't remember that now.
You don't remember?
I don't remember him singing it. Maybe I.
He did. He had a song. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong.
I'm really bad at.
Hold on. Let me look it up.
I'm really bad at fact checking my
Minutemen. Hold on. Oh, that's not right. That's not what I was looking for. Soundtrack. Where's the soundtrack?
Soundtrack in the search.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Throw back to the what's his name again? The little kid who ends up playing Bo in like Good Luck Charlie, or I forgot his name.
Uh-huh.
Is his name like Ben something?
Yes.
Run It Back Again.
Ooh,
By Corbin Blue. Run It Back. I can't sing it. I don't remember.
I have to listen to it.
Hold on. I'm actually gonna pull it up right now. Hold on. Please hold. Please hold. Please hold.
Please don't take our episode down.
Copyright?
Yeah.
For like the Minutemen soundtrack.
I would actually get pissed. I'd be like, y'all are really not checking for the song, as if you're
my God.
still making
Okay.
money. Like, let's not pretend. I do remember this.
You remember it?
But I don't remember. It was her. I didn't know that. To be honest.
Let me get to the chorus. Hold on. It's like when they're getting into the groove of like time travel.
Yeah. I love montages.
Yeah, it's like the big montage. Exactly. Hey, we're all just dancing right now. Anyways,
That's a good one.
point is, Minutemen soundtrack is also underrated.
Yeah, it's also
yes.
good.
I forgot about that one, but I was gonna say that's the best. I think soundtrack where it's like they're not singing, but it's like it's a solid soundtrack.
Good
All right.
stuff. Jason Dolly kept playing teenagers till the end of his
Oh,
career.
he played that out.
He was like 28 or 27.
He was a teenager every single thing, and I'm like,
He always played the same kind of character too, the like kind of
The dumb
dopey.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But I liked him.
I did.
Anyways,
Sloppy hair, yeah.
the little like Justin Bieber hair flip thingy.
I wonder if that was like in his contract. You gotta keep your hair like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, probably. Well, he cut it at one
He
point
cut it
in
in
Good Luck Charlie. Yeah.
Because they're like, you're going to college now, you can cut your hair. Yeah.
Okay, so next category, second to last category, is best underrated. So basically, just any Disney Channel original
This
movie
one
they
was
think is like
hard,
super under.
'cause
Oh, this
I
one's so
feel-
easy for me. I know exactly
Really?
which one I was gonna pick.
Oh, Minutemen for me.
You really? I don't feel like it's that
I don't think
underrated.
it's underrated. I think it's really.
Maybe like people forget about it, but
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think people talk about it. Maybe because they forget about it.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like you
Yeah.
hear like Camp Rock and like
Yeah.
High School Musical. Like,
It's
Cheetah
true.
Girls.
I guess I
think
think
it's 'cause
I
I think
who
it's-
know a lot about DCOMs. So like,
I think it's
yeah,
because it was one of
fun.
those ones that came in when like the musicals were super popular and it wasn't a musical, so that's why
Yeah.
people forget about it sometimes.
Maybe.
Because it was like in the midst of like High School Musical 2 and like Camp Rock 2, whatever, all of those ones, and then it just kind
Yeah.
of came in. But I
Yeah. But it's a good movie.
It's a good movie. I like it a lot.
I rate it.
I'm gonna watch it. I think. when
I
get
know,
home.
probably.
And what's yours? Best
Mine
underrated movie?
is Read It and Weep.
Ooh, I like that one.
Loved
I like that
That
one.
one was like probably one of the first I was exposed to, and I was like, hey, bring me more. I really like that movie. Jason Dolly was also in that one. He played the best friend.
Oh, I forgot. I think I always mix it up with another one that I'm gonna mention
basically,
after. But
I don't know. I guess to some, it's like the girl who her personal diary gets made into a bestseller because she accidentally like publishes it in her essay, and I thought it was such a good movie. I thought it was super cute, and I was like, I make diaries too, so like, am I in my best diary?
It was like around the time where like diaries
Yes.
were like a huge thing, like
Were a big
Dear
deal.
Dumb Diary and
And
Dork
I thought
Diaries and all that.
the animation was pretty dope, and like the visualization. I just thought it's just not talked about a lot, and I really thought it was a
Right.
good movie. So,
You know what they should do? Take a shot for every time Jason Dolly's in a Disney movie.
bruh.
He's just in all he made
everywhere.
bank. I
He
hope
did,
he's
like-
I hope he's just chilling with all his money now.
He even did some stupid like Hatching Pete movie.
I liked Hatching
liked
Pete.
that?
I think he was bad.
It was good. I liked it. Oh my god, it wasn't the best, but I liked it. It was a weird
I
concept.
was
but
like,
I
why
liked
are
it.
we doing this? Like, how can we
No.
sympathize?
Hatching Pete and Dad Napped.
No, Dad Nap was
not
bad.
like
Dad
it.
Nap was bad.
I don't even remember that movie, but I just
No,
know how
Dad
I
Nap
felt.
was literally the worst movie I've ever seen.
No, but there was also not to
Wait, can I say?
Sorry.
Oh wait, I was gonna say, can I say mine? Because I'm worried you're gonna say mine.
No,
But
I don't think you're gonna.
No.
Zendaya's my queen, but
Oh,
her
frenemies?
stupid frenemies, and also the one where she can read boys' minds. I don't remember what that was.
She was in one where she can read boys' minds.
Yeah, or it's like zapped or something. She can
Girl,
tell.
what?
She tells boys what to do
Oh, I don't know.
when
what
she
that
tells.
was.
Yeah. I didn't.
I've never watched that one.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I didn't hate Hatching Peep, but I used to watch it whenever it was on. It was fun.
No.
It's a long movie though. I'm pretty sure.
It was too long.
TV when it'd be on.
Anyway, it's not my underrated one. I don't think it's underrated. I think it's perfectly rated for how it is. Like if people don't like it, I understand.
Yes.
No, my underrated is Go Figure.
Oh!
I love Go Figure. Like, it's actually one of my favorite ones to watch. It's like my childhood. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid.
Yes.
If you don't know, it's like the one where she's like a figure skater.
Yes.
And then I forgot what happens. Something happens, and then she ends up having to play on the hockey team. I honestly don't remember why, but she has to join the girls' hockey team instead. And it's like she's a figure skater, right? So she is not part of a hockey team. So she's like with all these like super rough like girls or whatever. I'm pretty sure she has to stay on the hockey team to like keep her scholarship or whatever because she's at like she's at like a academy or something that she can't afford.
Okay.
Anyways, it's like super fun. Like all the girls become like really good friends on the hockey team, and then like she ends up winning the skating or championship, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. It's so cute. It's like such a good like friendship. Yeah, it's such a good like friendship movie. It's like it's super like old. Like you can tell it's like early 2000s. The acting is kind of it's one of those, but it's just always has a special place.
I remember watching it and having to look up what Go Figure meant.
Oh my god.
Or asking because
I'd like to change my answer because I thought of something better.
Oh, really?
I had one where I was like debating between these two, so I hope it's not the same one again.
Have you guys seen Phantom of the Megaplex?
No, what? I haven't. You're always talking about that one, but I have never seen it.
Like either late 90s or early 2000s.
It's one of like the old ones.
Movie. Oh. So, kind of.
It's like Phantom of the Opera.
These kids work at this like movie theater and like they're doing this film premiere for like this movie.
Yes.
And then like a bunch of things go wrong because someone's trying to sabotage it. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like I guess it's kind of also like a mystery and stuff.
Yes.
I don't know. I always liked it when I was a kid.
I've never seen it.
No one talks about it, and it's so good.
It's like those ones where you forget that it's a Disney Channel original movie. Like I have a couple more that like I was really debating on, but there's two other ones that I really like, and one of them is Stuck in the Suburbs.
Ooh, I totally forgot.
I love Stuck in the Suburbs. Like even though the what's it called? Freaking the famous dude, like the guy in the movie, the singer is like super old. Like he looks really old and he's like not cute, but it doesn't matter. It's that guy that was on. It's that guy from SNL or whatever, which is like super weird to me to see him in one of those movies. He's on SNL now, and it's like weird to see him in one of these little Disney movies.
Married to like
I don't know
Scarlett Johansson.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh. She just got married like right.
Anyways.
I think so.
But anyways, yeah, so he's that dude.
I'm thinking of the wrong one.
Yeah, Stuck in the Suburbs was Brenda Song's like first movie, I'm pretty sure. Oh. It was like her first one. She's like the girl's friend. So yeah, if you don't know, it's like this girl accidentally swaps cell phones with like this like her favorite singer, like she's like a #1 fan of the singer, and then like they do all these things to like she keeps the phone and like basically controls his whole career or whatever. It's so cute. I love it. I watched it recently. And my other one that I was debating was Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire.
No, I have not seen that.
You haven't? That's my childhood. It's the lady. What's her name? You know the one from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, the one with the mole.
Oh,
it's that lady. She's like in it. It's like she's the mom, and then she has these two kids, and she goes on a date with a vampire.
Or if I've seen it, it was like too long for me.
You know, like how every time Disney has like a movie out with like a British guy in it, it's the same guy.
It's that one British. He's in Get a Clue, isn't he? He plays the meme guy.
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah. He's like you probably recognize his face if you saw him, but
basically
it's also Halloween. Technically, it's not really Halloween, but it always plays on Halloween. And yeah,
it's Halloween,
it's really good.
I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm prejudiced towards Halloween movies. I'm sorry. Like I'm always like and then I don't
really like Halloween movies, but Disney Channel original movies that are Halloween movies are top notch. So yeah, those are like my 3 ones that I picked, but my ultimate one is Go Figure. I think it's the best. It's so cute.
That is a solid movie though.
It's really good. Okay, so our last category.
Best overall.
Best overall.
I think y'all already know.
So basically, this one's just the best, like the one that you think is the best overall Disney Channel original movie in all aspects and things like that.
Just across the board.
And you want to go first?
Lemonade, freaking.
Okay.
How can I not? That movie whiplashed me. I remember.
And is like has always been a Lemonade Mouth enthusiast.
I remember being at my friend's house and we were just like watching TV. We just had Family Channel, which is Disney Channel, on, and they were like, "This new movie, Lemonade Mouth, coming out." And we're like, "This is gonna be stupid," because we were at the age where we were kind of phasing out of Disney.
It was like one of the last like ones that we watched.
It came out in 2011, so that was pretty late.
It premiered on like Easter weekend.
Did it?
Oh, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
My whole family was together for Easter, and
you
then
sure?
it came on TV and we were watching.
I don't think I would be at their house if it was Easter weekend. But Regardless, they were like, it's premiering. And I remember when they started to sing Determinate, I was like, they're going to play this slow song at the concert. They're going to lose. And then they really destroyed me. They were like, shut up, Anne. We're about to knock your socks off. I love it. I think it explores so many deeper concepts and themes than any other movie. It actually, bro, I feel like it's one of the only Disney Channel original movies that I think is just a movie. Like, I'm like, you could take this and be like, here's this movie. I think it's really good. I've also read the books. They're good too. So
I think it's a solid choice.
Yeah. I think it's so good that it was one of the only Disney original movies at the time where they were like, we're not making a sequel. And they asked why, and they were like, we don't think we could do better. They literally
like, we're fine.
Disney's thirsty for making sequels. Like, you ask and they will do it. But for that one, they were like, well, bro, we can't do it.
Like, just leave it at that.
And they left it. I still want it, though. But,
I agree.
But one of them got arrested for DUI. So
wait, which one? The Zeke Loser guy?
Yeah. Ooh. Wendell's like prison now or something like that.
He always gave me the creeps, but
Plus, even though he's creepy, I think Wendell and Olivia are one of the. I should have picked them. Why didn't I do that? I thought they were adorable.
They were pretty cute.
He got her a kitten. Like, I was
like, they weren't really a couple though. Like, they didn't end up together.
They did in the bonus clip. You didn't watch it.
The bonus clip. This girl said the bonus clip.
But it was very much alluded. Like, you know.
Yeah.
You don't get to see them.
Makes sense.
So,
okay, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
You go.
Okay. So my best overall, I picked this one just because I feel like it's not because it's like the best in every category, because it has all of the aspects. So I picked High School Musical 2.
Oh!
Specifically number 2.
Put Camp Rock or that one.
No, I'm not a category repeater. Come on now. I just picked High School Musical 2 because it I feel like it has everything. It has it's a fun plot, the country club. It has the music. It has the characters. It has it's just a fun. It's like when I think of good classic Disney Channel original movie, I think of High School Musical 2 specifically. Just because I remember because High School Musical 1 is so big, I'm pretty sure the second one was way bigger than the first one.
It was.
Because
that's
whenever
what gave them money to do the third
one. Exactly, because the first one's kind of the acting's just not that great. It's kind of boring. But then when the second one premiered, I remember when it premiered, the second one, and it was a huge deal, and it's it just has this it's cemented into my childhood. The songs, like you said before, hit. That's why I didn't put it in soundtrack, just because I would rather have picked. What did I pick again?
Cheetah Girls 2.
Cheetah Girls 2. Because I think Cheetah Girls 2, the thing about Cheetah Girls 2 is the soundtrack. But for this one, it's not just the soundtrack. I think it has everything to it. It's just you can't go wrong with High School Musical 2. It's by far the best High School Musical movie, 100%.
The third one had good songs.
The third one was it was good. But
the third one was only the songs that I appreciated. The plot was whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But this one had it made me want to work at a country club.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? When I was at my job,
I work with my friends.
when I was working at my job last year, I worked at the gym or whatever. It reminded me of High School Musical 2 because it had the pool, it had the fitness center, and we had it reminded me of that, and I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm in High School Musical 2, and I loved it.
Can you imagine that's a real friend hooking you up with that many jobs?
Your whole grade basically. That's sick.
It's not easy to find.
And it's also you don't really see in Disney Channel movies the teenagers working.
True.
Especially in all Disney movies, the teenagers just never have jobs, and I'm that doesn't make sense. But these kids, it made sense. These kids are trying to get summer jobs, you know?
I felt it was the smartest way to get them all together, because it's in summer it can kind of be well, I'm probably not.
They're all doing exactly. That's something. The plot is super smart, and it's good to show these kids oh yeah, when you're a teenager, you can get summer jobs and you get save up money, because the guy's I'm saving up for a car, and he's I'm saving up to go traveling or whatever it is. And that's the only Disney thing I can think of where they actually have jobs.
Yes.
So and it made having a job look so fun. But it talked about being late for your dealing with bad managers and all that stuff. So it's great.
Problems, yeah.
It's great. I love High School Musical 2. Classic.
I feel for my best overall, it's kind of crazy that I picked this one because it doesn't have the soundtrack.
Well, I mean, it doesn't need to.
No, yeah.
I picked Wendy Wu because I remember when
really?
I liked it so much when I watched it.
I loved it.
There isn't a single aspect about that movie that I do not like.
There's one thing I'm gonna say. I thought it was. It's not a problem I don't like. I thought it was weird though that she was disguising him as her cousin. but she like low-key had a crush on him too. Why can't you just introduce?
Oh my god!
Because I was like, I just thought it was a weird undertone, especially that it was an Asian movie. I'm like, so you're gonna play the cousin card, but also be like, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
That was weird, but I agree with you. It's really
I remember watching that movie as a kid, and like I went through a phase where I was like, I want to work in a museum or like do that stuff because of that.
But it's a great movie.
It's a great movie. Fact. It made me want to be like a kung fu warrior master. I don't know what else. But.
And I like Brenda Song.
Brenda Song is my girl.
Yeah.
Anything she's in, like props to her.
She's really good.
Disney queen.
She's with Macaulay Culkin.
I think they broke up.
Are they?
Maybe not. Either they broke up. I was gonna say either they broke up or they got married or something. I don't remember.
I swear they got engaged like recently.
But yeah, I feel she's like one of the Disney Channel like staples.
Yes.
Like her, and then the girl from like freaking what's it called? Read It and Weep. Not the main girl, the other girl. That was also that was also she was in like a bunch of stuff, wasn't she? Or maybe not.
She was not like a big thing. She was sprinkled a lot though.
That's true.
I agree with you.
But then like
they recycle actors a lot.
Bridget Mendler, like
Brenda
Jason
Song's
Dolly.
One of those like actresses that like or like actors that like when you say their name you think of one character. Like you think of her, you think Lyndon Tipton. Like when you think Daniel Radcliffe, you think like Harry Potter.
But also I think of her as Wendy Wu.
I do.
I'll think of Lyndon Tipton before Wendy Wu though.
I don't know. I feel like I would think of both.
I've seen her in a lot of roles, so I don't.
She's in that. She was in that movie recently, the one where her like husband keeps her hostage.
Yeah.
My mom was watching it. My mom was watching it. And I saw a bit of it.
She was in that the Facebook movie. What's that name?
Oh, The Social Network.
Yeah, she was in that. She was on New Girl for a while, so I've seen
Props to her.
I've seen her in a lot of varying roles, so that's why I don't. Yeah, so that's why I don't like see her. I guess just as one thing. I wish she would do more. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to see her.
I feel like you could. I'm like you could be like a star.
Nobody. I was gonna say nobody would mind if she was like still in every single movie.
I wouldn't mind if she was like taking all the roles. Like, be like
no, like do it, girl.
Like she should have. I feel like. What's this hot take? No, I feel like she could have been the girl in Crazy Rich Asians, and I would have loved it even more.
Oh, that would have been.
Could
good.
you see that?
I can see it.
I could see her being like super like. Why are these people rich? And like, I think she would do so much better comedic relief. That's what I'm saying. I think
I like that. See, I want to see her in these major roles. Girl, Brenda Song, we want to see you.
Oh, I have a question for
Brenda, where you at? Yeah.
What do you guys think of that movie, the one that had like Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato? I forget what it's called.
Princess Protection Program. That one's okay. Selena Gomez's character bothered me.
I
she's always
like,
Dad, like she's a princess.
I felt it was too. I agree with you, Monica. I felt like Demi's character was so perfect that I was like, how could you be mean to her? Like, she was so rude. Like there was no
empathy. No, she had no reason to be mad. Like you can't even have a little bit of empathy for her. And she was like, the whole plot was just her being like, oh my god, you're such a princess.
She literally said like, I had to run away because leave my mother and brother
because my country was under attack. And she's like, well, you're rich though, so you get everything you want.
It's called terrorism.
Like girl, just learn a little.
It was just a little bit. I didn't feel that Demi's character, I forget her name, that's why I'm saying that, didn't do anything so bad to deserve that animosity, you know? Like, it was just too extra.
It was like, what? I didn't mind it. It was like an okay movie, but it's definitely not anywhere near my favorite.
Yeah, it was okay.
Every time I think of it, I'll have days where I'm like, oh no, it was such a bad movie. Then other times I'll have days where I'm like, it was actually okay.
I feel like neutral about it. I think that's
it's just there.
Yeah.
I remember there was a huge like deal when it premiered, and I watched it when it premiered, and I was like, okay.
Because we won!
I feel like they wrote that movie with like Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato in mind.
Oh, for sure. They were like, okay, we need to make a thing where they're besties.
Yes.
Because weren't they besties in real life anyways?
Yeah, at that point, I'm pretty sure.
I was actually a fan of that friendship. I was like, wow, they were on Disney Channel. They were on Barney together, and they're friends forever. Like, you know?
Right.
But
no, I think, I was going to say something else, but
yeah.
Basically, I wanted to have a little conversation about like the newer Disney Channel original movies, because I think the only one that I've seen past like 2012 is Descendants, and only the first one.
I've seen, what was that Cloud
and
9.
Teen Beach Movie. I saw that one.
Teen Beach Movie. I saw Cloud 9, which is the one with.
I've never heard of that.
It's the guy with Ben, whatever we just talked about. The guy from Minutemen, you know, the little guy.
Yeah.
He like grown.
Oh,
he's hot now.
Oh, he's hot. I know. I've seen him. He's really hot now.
So he was in it, and so was Cameron.
Yes,
you know what I'm talking about. The one who's in Descendants. Her.
Cameron Boyd.
No, not Cameron Boyce. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
I was like, huh?
Dove Cameron. That's her.
I was like, I know there's a girl girl, but I'm like, I can't think of her name right now. Dove Cameron. See, Dove Cameron is the new like Disney Channel 8 girl. She is, yeah. Which I understand.
Yeah, she's a really good singer. Yeah,
she's a really good.
I just got the craziest flashback. Do you remember this? I didn't remember this movie existed. Johnny Capahola.
I never watched it. I know it, but like every time it came on, I would switch the channel.
My sister liked it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's like also like Johnny Tsunami, the one where it's like a snowboarding. Yeah, no, I never watched it.
No, but Cloud9 was also a snowboarding movie, but I think that was the last like. Other than maybe Teen Beach, like you said.
Teen Beach was definitely like when we were like just getting too old for like those type of movies. But I still watched
Teen Beach,
it.
I swear I was just too old, and I was like, okay.
But Teen Beach is okay, but the Cruising for a Bruisin', I would bump that any day of the week. It's such a good song. Like it's actually so good. I would listen to it unironically.
The only reason I didn't like Teen Beach movie as much is I didn't care for the ship. What was it? The two people?
Yeah, they were like meh. Like Mac's character was kind of annoying too, so I was like, whatever.
Mac, I was like, shut up.
Yeah, no. I like the concept of it. It was cool that they like went back to the 60s or whatever.
I thought the plot could use a little help.
No, yeah, that's because the only reason I love it is because Cruising for a Bruisin' and the other songs. Like the songs were cute. Like
I know what girls like me. Yeah,
but no, Cruising for a Bruisin', like if you haven't listened to that song, just go listen to it. It's pretty fire.
I mean, it's no Run It Back Again, but
but it's pretty good. It's good, and like the dude at the beginning who comes in with his like deep ass like voice, he's like run. Oh, okay.
I like that era of music, like that style.
Like it was definitely like they're trying to do the whole Grease thing, and it worked.
It did.
And Descendants was actually pretty good.
Descendants. Was
it's pretty decent. Like I was telling Anne, like if I was 9, I would enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not for me, it's not targeted at me, but I watch it and I'm like, okay, this is good.
I feel
that
like
one
it's
song,
the equivalent, yeah.
That one song they sang, it's supposed to be a musical, but I feel like they sang like 3 times in it.
Yeah,
but the song they sang at the very beginning, the little like I'm bad to.
I like that.
Something like
to the bottom or something,
something like that. It's pretty good. It's like they do a little rapping.
Yeah,
whatever.
They do. I like the choreography.
Have you ever watched Descendants, Gabby?
No.
You should watch it.
You should.
I feel like it's a good representation of like the newer Disney Channel.
And I will say I really do admire the concept of like
it's pretty cool.
What are the kids of like the Disney people doing? Like,
it's a pretty cool concept. I feel like I would be obsessed with it.
Yeah, I would.
Back in the day.
Honestly, if I was young, I would be like all over that. I think it's the equivalent of how I feel about like Camp Rock High School Musical.
Exactly. I understand, but I feel like I haven't really seen kids that are like obsessed with Descendants. Maybe.
Really?
No, I haven't. Well, maybe because you have a younger sister.
Yeah,
so I don't know. But like the kids that I like talk to or whatever, like at my job and stuff, I've never heard them talk about that stuff.
Yeah, they are.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's the end of today's episode.
Yes.
Thanks, Gabby, for joining us.
Thanks. I think I'm gonna go home and watch Minutemen and Twitch.
Yeah, now I want to like get on Disney Plus and just watch everything, the whole catalog.
They added some new stuff too. You know, they put like 27.
I watched it yesterday.
I love that.
27 Dresses. Yeah.
This one isn't a Disney movie.
That's what I'm saying.
I think because Disney owns like Fox. I'm pretty sure. So now a bunch of Fox
movies.
They have
10 Things I Hate About You on it too.
Yeah. I watched it yesterday, but I think I'm gonna go back and watch a couple of Disney Channel original movies now. So
It's expensive they have The Simpsons on there.
Yeah, because it's Fox. I think Disney owned, because when Disney acquired Fox, now they have all
Disney be taking over.
Disney's trying to cause a monopoly, but that's a different conversation for a different day. Anyways, so you guys know the drill. Follow us on Instagram at flickchickspod. Subscribe to this podcast. Give us 5-star review. I was gonna say give us a review, but give us a 5-star review. Come on now. And we'll catch you guys next week for a new episode of Roasting Movies by the Fire.
All right. Bye.
Bye.